In this video today, I am going to be focusing on my art. I have been slacking. So if you watch one of my previous videos, I finally dropped my very first Webtoon. I've been working on a lot of other things and I've kind of taken a step back from my art. I launched my business with Goddess Next Door Fitness. During the week, I want to focus on that and pretty much that business. But during the weekends, I want to focus solemnly on art. We're in the beginning of this journey. Art is really important to me and I don't want to fall behind on my craft. And so today specifically, when it comes to my art, I want to focus on finishing my character designs for my characters for the story. I'll officially start working on part 2 of my current Webtoon series. But before I do that, I am actually going to clean up. I don't know about y'all, but for me, when it's messy in my home, I can't really think properly and I can't work properly. So we're gonna clean up first and then I'm going to work on my art. So come along. Currently, this is what my room is looking like. Yes, I know, it is terrible. So I'm going to take care of all of this first and we're gonna get into the art world. When I clean up, I have to listen to music. I have been in a Summer Walker mood lately, Summer Walker radio, and we're going to clean up to these vibes. So since I've turned 30, I have been serious about my collagen intake and I have been using Black Girl vitamins. If you're interested in trying it, I have a 20% discount code, which is Goddess Next Door, linked in description. I am finished cleaning and I just made a bowl of like yogurt with fruit. 2 o'clock now and I'm going to go ahead and eat this. I'm then gonna go over to the clubhouse and work over there for a little bit. Hey guys, so this is the character design. This is Bunny. So I just have to finish up coloring her and everything. So also I made a mistake and forgot to like draw her bunny ears. As you can see, she has like bunny ears. So I just have to like fix that. And I do have a couple of other projects that I was like working on. I was working on this image here. I was listening to this song by Juice WRLD. There was a song by Juice WRLD and it very much inspired me to like create these images here. So I want to like color these and eventually post them. So I have like work, as you can see here, like outlined wise done. The outline is done. I finished this a while ago and then I finished this character sheet a while ago. I really like this character sheet. I love the color theme that's going on here. I have some other pieces and whatnot for another story. This is the actual part 2 to the story that I'm working on. So I'm working on the coloring the background right now. So it's pretty blank. It's gonna take, I feel like the background is gonna take me like the longest and I'm still figuring out how to, you know, work on lighting the background, coloring the background. And then of course I do the characters in the story that I have to color as well. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about this. So you see like the outlines of the characters and whatnot. So I'm really just trying to figure out what do I want to do first? What is going to be easier? Maybe instead of doing the coloring of the background, it might be easier for me to just like color the characters first instead of the background, but I don't know. I don't know what is gonna be easier because this is the second time that I'm working on a Webtoons and I haven't really gotten a good system. I think it's gonna take me possibly like a year to have a like really good system in place to figure out what is the fastest way to do it, if the background's easier to do first or working on the characters first. But I think the last time I worked on the characters first and the background I worked on last. So we'll see. We're figuring out as we go along. So enjoy me coloring. Finished posting the image that I just finished on my Instagram. Sorry for like my camera, but I just changed my icon. I think it's so cute. She's such a cutie. This is the name of my Instagram. So yeah, I just posted this new one on here for people to see. So one of the things that I kind of want to like say and like talk about real quick, especially like being someone that is an artist putting their art out there, and I don't really have, you know, a following when it comes to my art account and stuff, that like right now for me it does not fucking matter. Like, I personally am not doing this for anyone else. Like, before in the past I did really care and I wanted people to see my art and like my art and whatever, but this period is more so of just getting it done and putting it on a platform and just accepting the fact that like no one's gonna see it, no one's gonna like it, no one's gonna really engage with it. As of right now, I'm actually like really at peace with that, because there's a few reasons to why. I'm not gonna go in super deep detail about it. I am happy that I'm kind of an unknown artist and like no one really seeing my stuff or looking at my stuff, and because I feel like when you do have an audience, because I have an audience on here, I have an audience on my other accounts on Instagram, but not really my art account, and I feel like it brings me a lot of peace because I don't have pressure of like putting it out there. It's more so I'm putting pressure on myself. It's always been a dream and a goal of mine to make a manga specifically, but you know, in this day and age, it's like Webtoons. So doing like Webtoons, I've always wanted to, you know, put my story out there in the world overall. At the same time, obviously I'm posting this on my YouTube channel, and I know that I noticed from the very first video that I posted when I was sharing my art with you goddesses, that video did really well on my YouTube channel. So I'm like, okay, like there are people that are interested in art, and especially like me being a Black artist, I feel like that's another thing that's really important to making, you know, darker skinned characters and stuff like that, because there isn't really that many stories out there like that. I mean, there's a lot more now, you know. I've been looking for a story, what I'm creating and whatever, but I think the moral of the story, especially if you are an artist and you're thinking about putting your art out there, but you're scared to enjoy it right now when no one's paying attention. Right now it's fine, but in the future, I feel like if it does start to build traction, which I know it probably will in the future, where I do have a little audience or a big audience, I do have a website for my Webtoons, and it might be like, oh, I might just post my art on my Webtoons more, maybe Pinterest, but make sure having your tag on it. And then there's this whole AI thing. My biggest thing is like, I do want to, you know, understand AI a lot more instead of just being like AI or whatever. When it comes to AI art specifically, I do use AI when it comes to like other things like Chit Chat, when it helps to like writing emails or writing things. I'm not going to sit here and be like I hate AI completely, because I do utilize it, but art AI, like people that identify as their art but they're just using AI, they're not drawing or whatever, to me that's not art. Also, if you are an artist watching this, like what is your take on like AI art specifically? Like how do y'all feel about it? Personally, I do feel like it can be a tool, which is, you know, great, but I guess in a sense, like when I was in school, like someone can be like, well, you're not an artist because you 3D model, like, you know what I'm saying, like you do everything on your computer. Way back then, that was an art, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're on a computer doing something, that's not art. Going to art school, you have to know how to draw, like, you know what I mean? Again, with AI art, I don't really understand it because I haven't tried it, I haven't used it, so I don't really know what to say about it. But if it's like you're clicking a button, you just type in a couple of codes or whatever, and it's like it creates what you coded, to me, you're more of a programmer than an artist. Like, I hope that makes sense. It's like coding. So, and again, I don't know how it goes with the AI art stuff. I have no idea. From what I'm guessing and from what it seems like, you're a coder, you're not an artist. What is your take on that? I'm pretty much like wrapping up for the day because I've been sitting here for a good hour, I want to say. I didn't really work on the Webtoons. I think I'm gonna give a half hour at least to work on my Webtoons real quick, because I notice like when I do one thing, I'm kind of like get tired after that one thing, but I really want to work on my Webtoons. So I'm probably gonna do like one panel, because at least if I get one panel done, I'm like, okay, at least did something, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do one panel, and then honestly, I'm gonna wrap up for the night and watch anime.